Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of The Dave Neal Show. Another update regarding the wild story we've been covering for a few months. We've got Amber being interviewed by Savannah Guthrie tonight on Dateline. There's been plenty of clips of that interview. We're going to dive into the big question everyone's asking, which is if she had all these notes that weren't allowed in the courtroom because they were considered hearsay, notes that she had written and were written by her therapist, why couldn't they bring the therapist onto the stand to hear what she has to say? That wouldn't be hearsay. She could confirm the notes without reading them. Well, Johnny's side never even attempted to keep this witness from entering the court case. So did they know something that we don't that would contradict this quote-unquote evidence? We'll have to find that out right now. I'm going to look into it. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals, also private membership-only community. Every morning we do live streams, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Appreciate all the donations out there. So Amber says the therapist notes prove what she had alleged initially in her op-ed. But first, let's just play a clip from, I don't know why we have to go all the way to Australia to get some common sense journalism here, but let's have a listen to what they think of this whole circus act.
It was a questionable decision for her to do this interview, considering just how poorly she comes off to viewers, and now that her credibility has been ruined after the defamation trial. And
now, some people are saying that this is a horrible PR move for her to be doing this interview.
Disappoint. She continued to blame everyone for the verdict except for herself, and even appeared to criticize the jury itself.
All right, so we've already covered that extensively, but good to see we got some people covering this news here. And like I said, these notes came out in the clip. I guess we can play it right here. This is what's confusing about it. NBC owns the rights to this interview, so they've aired it on the Today Show, Peacock streaming service last night, and tonight on Dateline. So clearly they don't care about anything but getting good ad revenue. All right, that's fine. Let's just listen to what she has to say.
Amber, one-on-one with Savannah Guthrie.
What do you hope to get across here?
You know, Savannah, as silly as it is to say, I just want people to see me as a human being.
Her first interview.
All right, we don't need see, this is what I'm saying, right? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Dateline. It's like, can we just you know what I mean? Can the words just speak for themselves? Anyway, so bunch of tweets coming in. Amber now claims inadmissible therapy notes alleging that this happened back in 2011. Her prior statements claim that the first incident was regarding the tattoo. These notes have been attributed to Bonnie Jacobs. Jacobs was on the list for live link testimony, and then Johnny's side did not object, which means that I'm trying to find it right here. Here it is. Bonnie Jacobs is right here. She was supposed to be in the deposition for this case. Defendants and counterclaim plaintiff Amber's witness list. So she was on the witness list. Johnny didn't try to stop her. So if this is her big evidence that she claims to have, all these notes that we looked at, why didn't they bring her own therapist? Is it because they didn't want to hear other sides to this story? I'm not sure, but it's for sure interesting to look into, and people are. So let's see what else we have. Now we've got, this is kind of what the main point of this video is that there's a lot of heat coming onto Amber for doing this interview after she says, I want to be left alone, I want to be over it. And then she does this tell-all interview. Now Amber seems to be goading Johnny to respond on his own. She says, her crew says this: the 36-year-old actress issued the bold ultimatum to her former spouse via a spokesperson on Friday, hours before her interview with Today Show host Savannah Guthrie is due to air in full. Here's what the statement said. If Mr. Johnny or his team have a problem with this, we recommend that Johnny himself sit down with Savannah Guthrie for an hour and answer all her questions. Wow. What do you guys think? It just kind of feels like a lot of prodding. We'll see if he takes the bait. My thought is that he's got better legal counsel that's telling him, just keep moving on. Let her say and do whatever she wants. If it gets to a point of defamation, you can either resue or do that whole mess. She claims she's going to be taking this to the appeals court, so we might have to go through this whole mess one more time. Of course, everyone's been picking up on this statement. Amber challenges Johnny to his own Savannah Guthrie interview. Boy, Savannah Guthrie is like, you don't like what I say? You talk to Savannah. Oh, you tell Savannah to go shove it. You know what I mean? Like, Savannah's like, listen, I just want to do fluff pieces in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get involved here. So anyway, she had that to say. And then as we know, what he said in response, hold on, we're going through it right now, is it's unfortunate that the defendant, so this is what he said after the trial. After he won, she released a statement immediately, and here's his response. It's unfortunate that the defendant and her team are back to repeating, reimagining, and relitigating matters that have already been decided by the court in a verdict that it was unanimously and unequivocally decided by a jury in Johnny's favor. While Johnny has not sat down, While Johnny has not sat down for an interview yet, he has voiced his opinions on the verdict. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably sit down eventually. Maybe he won't. You know what I mean? I think he already, it's like, what else is there to say? He spent hours on the witness stand, days, sharing his side of the story. So what's done is done. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Let me know. We've got a lot of other videos coming out. I'm just having this problem. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this with the content creators, that every single video I'm making is getting demonetized. So I appreciate the Venmos, the PayPals, the Super Chats. You guys are all so kind. My private Patreon community, patreon.com/Dave Neal, they are live with me making this video. And I'm not kidding when I tell you they've seen me try to re-edit all of the trigger words being their last names, the DV, and all the other trigger words. We've edited them out of all of our videos. That we're not using any hashtags, none of that, and we're still getting demonetized nonstop. It's super frustrating because all we're trying to do is share the information that's out there. And, my channel, we're not here to break any news stories, right? We're here to just sort of like find all the different stories and put them all together and figure out where the truth is. And of course, obviously, that's what the rest of you guys are doing as well. Putting together these different, pre-court documents that show witness lists and like, there's a lot that gets left unsaid. Why didn't, you did a 6-week, 7-week trial. They really didn't want to have her therapist there. If she spent years telling her therapist about all of the horrible things going on in her world, why? And we don't know. We don't have the answers. Let me know what you guys think. We'll be back. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.